Welcome to Wine Enthusiast IGTV series, The Rich History and Wines of Cariñena. This IGTV series is produced by Wine Enthusiast and brought to you by Grandes Vinos. My name is Lauren Mowery. I'm a contributing editor of Wine Enthusiast, and I'll be your host for this series. Each week this month, we'll bring you a different perspective on the wines of Cariñena, from its history, terroir, grapes, to food and culture. This week, I'll give you an overview of Cariñena's diverse wine styles and varied terroirs. Cariñena, a historical wine region between Madrid and Barcelona, boasts wines as diverse as its terroirs. Broadly speaking, Cariñena is a hot, rocky, windy place with vineyards scattered across rugged mountains and fertile valleys. The Ebro, Spain's mightiest river, provides an oasis-like lifeline to villages and old cities. The river carved space for the region's ancient vineyards where vines grow today.
I'm here today with Pedro Ballesteros, MW, talking about the soils and terroir of Cariñena. So what can you tell us about the terroirs of Cariñena?
In Cariñena, you have a huge variety of soils. You have 6 different types of soils. 4 of them, in my view, are very qualitative. You have slates, you have limestone, you have clay, and you have kind of alluvial soils, kind of the galets roulés of Châteauneuf-du-Pape.
So why don't you tell us what makes the wines of Cariñena so unique?
It's the combination of history, climate, the land, the grape varieties, the people making the wine. A very long history. People have been producing wine in Cariñena from my lineage. It was already with the Romans, but this is not important. The important thing is what they are producing now, no? But this is one distinctive factor. The soils, I already mentioned, this huge variety of soils, the place, the altitude, the climate, the exposure of the different vineyards, and then and the grape varieties, those Garnacha or Grenache and Cariñena or Carignan grapes. This is what is making Cariñena as a whole a unique region. And then within this unique region, you have a number of very, very unique wines.
Today, I'm tasting Corona de Aragon. It's a wine from Cariñena, which is in Aragon in northeastern Spain.
2018.
It's 100% Garnacha, made from old vines. The vineyards are in high elevation sites, around 500 meters altitude, and the vines are about 40 years old. So let's see how that interaction of elevation and age plays out in this wine. First, let's look at the color. This is a ruby hued with tints of purple, obviously a very youthful wine. This is a 2018 after all. It's transparent, which is consistent with Garnacha, very much like Pinot Noir. Let's see how it smells. So pretty aromatic. You have a lot of red fruit, which is also consistent with Garnacha, a little bit of black pepper spice, a little bit of licorice even, some herbal character, but it's really those red fruits, strawberries, raspberries that stand out. See how it tastes. It's a really pretty wine. The acid is quite high for Garnacha, which is also known as Grenache in the US. It's probably because of these high elevation vineyards at, again, 500 meters above sea level. It gives a real brightness and a juiciness. There's a lovely red fruit character that's consistent with the aromatics. Because of its freshness, its fruit-forward character, I can see this with a lot of foods. It would be a great weeknight wine, of course, because it's not too challenging and it's very juicy. So I can see this with all sorts of burgers, from lamb burgers to pork burgers to even salmon burgers, roast pork as well, roasted lamb. It's quite a versatile wine, even bean stews and other things that are fall appropriate. And speaking of fall, maybe that roast turkey for the holidays. It's delicious. Thank you for joining.